guys, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about work again, but this time I'm going to be giving you 3 signs that you're about to get fired. So my first sign that you're about to get fired is if your level of responsibility drops. What I mean by that is like if work that was originally for you is being passed on to someone else, or no one is coming to you with certain jobs for you to do. Like it's basically like you're just sitting there and waiting. Yeah, that usually means you're about to get fired. You know, they feel like you can't do anything for them, or maybe you're just not doing the job correctly and they're probably about to fire you. My second sign for you're about to get fired is if your boss has to keep talking to you about the same thing. This usually leads into being fired. I don't know how some of you guys' work environment works, but from my office that I work in, you know, if something is not working or if you're not doing something correctly, you know, a meeting is had with like you and the boss one-on-one, and he'll try to figure out with you where the confusion is or where there seems to be an issue. And usually, you know, you guys talk about it, you work on it, and then after that, you should be good. But if your boss has to keep coming to you about the same thing and it's just not working or you're just not getting it, you're probably going to get fired. You know, especially in like fast-paced environments, fast-paced like office environments, you know, they don't want someone around that's just not getting it or just in their mind, just not getting it together. You know, everybody can't do certain things or can't keep up with certain things. Everyone is different. But there's a certain quality, a certain work ethic that's needed for certain work environments. And if you're not filling the bill, then they're going to fire you. My third and final sign that you're probably going to get fired is if you're excluded from meetings. Like if your team or the people that you work with is having meetings and your boss is like, oh, you don't need to be there, or they tell you straight up, don't come, you're about to get fired. Not being a part of meetings, I'm sure someone might say, oh, that's not that much of a big deal. But I mean, if you're not a part of the team meetings, that means your position is not that important or they really don't need you there. You know, and along with the boss having to keep talking to you about the same thing, your level of responsibility is dropping as well. All that in one, and then you're not being a part of the team meetings, you're about to get fired. You know, and if you're the person I just described in this about to get fired list or on the verge of getting fired, I highly suggest you upload your resume to Monster and Indeed and try to look for a job while you have a job. The most annoying thing is trying to find a job while you just got fired from a job. So I suggest you start looking for somewhere else to go. You know, I've witnessed people at my job, they know they're about to get fired, so they immediately start looking for work elsewhere and then come to HR with their, oh, I'm giving you my 2 weeks notice. That's the smart way to do it rather than a whole meeting having. You know, I've witnessed people at my job that are about to get fired, you know, and they start looking for employment elsewhere and they get a job like that. And they go to HR or their boss with, oh, I'm just giving you my 2 weeks notice, blah, blah. Now, that's the smart way to do it rather than them having a whole meeting upstairs with everybody and telling you everything that you're doing wrong and everything that's just not working with the company with you being there. So if you know you're about to get fired and all these qualities apply to you, I highly suggest you start looking for work elsewhere. So those are my 3 signs you're about to get fired. I'm sorry if you're about to get fired from a job you really like, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to my channel.